Hi students. So let us move to the next topic regarding the differential equation. So in the previous video I have discussed regarding the different types of solving the differential equation. So the different types, like first was variable separable method. So the first method which we have learnt was variable separable method to solve the differential equation, and we have solved the exercise regarding this method also. So we have completed the variable separable method by right now. The next method to solve the differential equation, it is a homogeneous differential equation. So today in this video let us completely understand what is this homogeneous differential equation. So before understanding how we are regarding this one homogeneous differential equation, let us first understand what is this homogeneous equation first. First, let us understand clearly what are these homogeneous equation. After understanding what are these homogeneous equation, let us move to the thing that is what are homogeneous differential equation. So as I said, what are these homogeneous function? So the definition regarding the homogeneous function is they are saying like this: the function f of x comma y is said to be a homogeneous function. A function is said to be a homogeneous function of degree n if it is going to satisfy this one. What is that? F of lambda x comma lambda y is equal to lambda n to the power f of x comma y, means then the function is said to be a homogeneous function of degree n. Okay, so you might be thinking what is this, how it is going to satisfy this condition and all. So let us take few example and understand what are homogeneous function first. So the first example what I am considering is, let the function f of x comma y be is equal to y square plus 2x y square plus 2xy. So let it be the given function. So they have asked us to check whether the function is a homogeneous function or not. Okay. So according to the definition, what they are saying, a function is said to be a homogeneous function of degree n if it is satisfying this condition. Okay. So now let us deal with this condition. So f of x comma y is equal to y square plus 2xy. Suppose if I take f of lambda x comma lambda y, what does that implies? In place of x we are substituting x by lambda x, and y is we are substituting y by lambda y. So f of x comma y is this function. So f of lambda x comma lambda y means what happens? Lambda y whole square, y is substituted by lambda y, plus 2, x is substituted by lambda x, so lambda x into y is substituted by lambda y. So what happens here? Lambda square y square plus 2 into lambda square xy. From this equation I can take lambda square common outside. What is remaining? Y square plus 2xy. So you can observe here clearly y square plus 2xy, it is nothing but our given f of xy. So I can write this one as lambda square f of x comma y. Now you can compare our LHS and RHS, that is f of lambda x comma lambda y is equal to lambda square times f of x comma y. Clearly the function, given function, was a homogeneous function because it has satisfied the condition of a homogeneous function. So given function is a homogeneous function of which order? Of order 2. So it is a homogeneous function of an order 2. You can see here clearly the order of the function, it is 2 here. So it is a homogeneous function of order, not order, sorry, I am talking about order. So it is not order, it is of degree n. So it is of degree n. Sorry guys, I just said it has an order, it is not an order, of degree 2. In the question also you can see it is of degree 2. So it is a homogeneous function of degree 2. Similarly, you can take another example, say f of x comma y, it is equal to 2x minus 3y. So to check whether it is a homogeneous function or not, what you will do, as per f of lambda x comma lambda y, 2 lambda x minus 3 lambda y, because x is substituted by lambda x and y is substituted by lambda y. So from the whole equation lambda is common, 2x minus 3y, 2x minus 3y, it is nothing but our f of x comma y. So it is going to satisfy the condition of homogeneous function. So the given function is an homogeneous function of degree. What is the degree of this one? The degree of this one is what here? Nothing is there means it is 1, so the degree is 1 here. Similarly, there is another example you can think of it. What is that? A trigonometric function f of x comma y, it is equal to cos of y by x. Okay, so checking for f of lambda x comma lambda y, what happens? Cos of lambda y divided by lambda x. So here you can't take lambda common outside because here lambda y and lambda x, these represents the angle. These are representing the angle. So we can't take a lambda outside from the angle. So but we can do one thing here. What we can do is we can cancel out this lambda. So by cancelling out lambda, what we are going to get? Cos of y by x. So there is not at all present here lambda, but I can write that one as lambda to the power 0. So lambda to the power 0 means what? Lambda is what? Lambda is here non-zero constant, right? So lambda to the power 0 means what happens? Anything to the power 0, it is 1. So 1 into cos of y by x, there is not at all changes regarding this one and this one. So this one is also a homogeneous function of degree. What is the degree here? Of degree 0. So remember, there are certain functions which we can write in like this manner also. So by looking here, you don't think that we can't write like this. So where and all we are going to get like this, and we are not at all having a lambda component, means you can use like this, lambda to the power 0. One can be represented as lambda to the power 0, and you can convert that function into a homogeneous function. But here is the one function, that is f of x comma y is equal to sin x plus cos y. Okay, sin x plus cos y. So what happens? F of lambda x comma lambda y, it will going to become sin of lambda x plus cos of lambda y. Okay, again as I said here, lambda x and lambda y, these are going to become the angle. We can't take lambda outside and write like lambda into sin x plus sin cos y. If you write like this, it is completely a nonsense. So you can't write like this because here lambda is an angle. Here we can't express the given function, that is f of x comma y, in terms of f of lambda x comma lambda y is equal to lambda to the power n times f of x comma y. We can't express this function in this format. So the given function is not a homogeneous function. It is not at all a homogeneous function. So this is how we are going to check whether the given function is a homogeneous function or not. The method which I have expressed or described here, that is to check whether the given function is a homogeneous function or not by using this equation. This is a one method. This I can call this as a first method to check whether the given function is a homogeneous or not. There is also another method to check whether the given function is a homogeneous or not. So before going to the next method, so please pause the video and understand this concept or this method first, and then proceed to the next. So the second method to say the given function is a homogeneous function or not, they are saying a function f of x comma y is said to be a homogeneous function of a degree n when if f of x comma y is equal to x power n into g of y by x, or either f of x comma y it is equal to y to the power n into h of x comma y. If a function is possible to express either in this form or either in this form, means then the given function is said to be a homogeneous function. So you might be getting confused how to express like this or how we are going to deal. So the same examples which I have considered to express this method, I am taking the same example for you people to understand it correctly or parallelly. So first example what I have considered here, that is f of x comma y is equal to y square plus 2xy, that is f of x comma y is equal to y square plus 2xy. Okay, so what they are saying, f of x comma y it should be equal to x power n into g of y by x. A function it should be in the form of g of y by x. Okay, so now I am trying to express it in the first form. Suppose from this equation, suppose if I take x common outside, what happens here? Y square by x plus 2y only we are going to get. Okay, but it is not possible. Here y square by x, here 2y, we should get y by x. So that's why I am taking x square common outside. Okay, I am taking x square common from this whole equation. So what happens to the first term? By taking x square, there is not at all x square present in this term. So when I take an x square common outside, what happens to the first term? Y square divided by x square. So from the second term, when I have taken x square common outside, what happens? 1x is present in the numerator. So 2y by x. So it is going to be in this format. So when I have taken x square common outside. So now you can see here completely that first term, it is in the form of how? Suppose if you are able to write y square, x square, y by x whole square plus 2 into y by x. So whatever might be the term, it is in the form of y by x format. So I can express, or I can write this one as f of x comma y is equal to x square into g of y by x, where the function, this one I am calling it as g of y by x, because every term it is expressed as a y by x format. So if I can able to write a given function in this format, if I try to write either in this format or in this format, means then the function is said to be a homogeneous function of order 2 here. Okay, so I tried with the first. Let us see why can't this one. So you can think of that one also. Why can't that one? Why we should use this only? Why can't be this one? So let us see that one also, whether it is possible or not. So y square plus 2xy. Suppose if I take y square common outside, what happens from the first term? When I take y square, it is 1. From the second term, if I take y square common outside, what happens? 2 of x by y. So how it is in the form? The term, this term, it is y square into 1 plus 2 of x by y. Here it is a constant. No, it is not at all matter regarding the constant terms. Whatever the term variable is there, that variable, it should be in the format of x by y format. So it is in format now which one? F of x comma y is equal to y square into h of x by y. So this function is able to express in both the format also. So the given function, if it is possible in both the format, means then only it is not a homogeneous. If it is possible in either one of this format, that's why here or is there. Or is there means either this format or this format. If it is possible in any one format, means then it is a homogeneous function. Similarly, regarding the second one, what was that? F of x comma y is equal to, what was that question? 2x minus 3y. Okay, 2x minus 3y. So what I have did here is, I have taken x common outside. So when I take x common outside, what happens? 2 minus 3y by x. So clearly it is in the format of what? X into g of y by x. So it is, this function can be expressed in this format. So it is a homogeneous function of degree, which degree? Of degree 1. Okay, so the next format, whether it is possible to express in the second format, I will leaving it for yourself. So do it by yourself, check it and say me whether the second function is able to express in the second form or not. The third example was f of x comma y is equal to cos of y by x, or x by y. Yeah, cos of y by x. So when it is cos of y by x, what I am able to do here is, so already the function, it is in the form of cos of y by x itself. So it is something in the form of y by x format. When we are talking about y by x, it should be accompanied with x to the power n. So we are not at all having x component. So I can write that one as x to the power 0. So the given function can be expressed as in the form of x to the power n g of y by x. So this is a homogeneous function of degree 0. But whether this function is able to express in the another format, that is what? F of x comma y is equal to y to the power n into h of x by y. Check it. So you can see here clearly we are having f of x comma y has cos of y by x. Here y by x, it is completely and one angle. Okay, it is completely one angle. We cannot write y by x as equal to x by y, or we can't shift numerator to the denominator or denominator to the numerator, because it is completely an angle here. So here in this case we are not able to express the given function, that is f of x comma y is equal to cos y by x, this one, in this format. Okay, since it is not able to express in this format, we can't say it is not a homogeneous function, but this function is able to express in this format, that is the first format, x power n into g of y by x. In one format it is possible, means then it is a homogeneous function of degree, of which degree we have got that one. That's why in this definition itself they have mentioned f of x comma y is equal to x power n into g of y by x, or they have mentioned or either this format or this format. If it is possible, means then it is a homogeneous function. Suppose in place of or, if they have mentioned and, means at that time both the condition also should be satisfied. They have been talked about and here they have called or. So it is a homogeneous function because it is able to express in the first format. So this is regarding the third example. Fourth example, what we have considered, f of x comma y is equal to cos x plus sin y. Okay, here you can see clearly, if we take some x common outside, or if I keep x power 0, whether I am able to express it is either in the form of y by x. No, it is not at all possible to express, because here we are talking about the angle. We can't take x common or y common outside. So it is not at all possible to express in this format. So it is not at all a homogeneous function. It is not at all a homogeneous function. So this is regarding how we are going to check whether the given function is a homogeneous function or not, through the second method. And the first method was through this, f of lambda x comma lambda y is equal to lambda to the power n into f of x comma y. And the second method was by using this one, to check whether the given function is a homogeneous function or not, or when we are going to say the given function is a homogeneous function or not. So this is regarding what are homogeneous function. So since we clearly came to know what are homogeneous function, now let us understand what is this homogeneous differential equation. A differential equation is of the form. So if there is a differential equation is of the form, that is dy by dx is equal to f of x comma y, and if this type of differential equation is said to be a homogeneous differential equation, means then the function f of x comma y, it should be a homogeneous function of what? Of degree 0. Remember this one, it should be a homogeneous function of degree 0. So what they are saying means, they have considering a differential equation of the form dy by dx is equal to f of x comma y. So if this differential equation is said to be a homogeneous differential equation, means then this f of x comma y, it should be a homogeneous function. It should be a homogeneous function of degree 0. Okay, so when do we say a function f of x comma y, it is a homogeneous function? When f of x comma y, it is equal to x to the power n into g of y by x. In this time we are saying it is a homogeneous function of degree n, but here they are talking about degree 0. Degree 0 means x to the power 0 it should be. So what happens, our f of x comma y, it is going to become x power 0, it is 1, so it is going to become g of y by x. So it is nothing but our dy by dx. So when the differential equation is of the form dy by dx is equal to f of x comma y, then it is said to be a homogeneous differential equation, means then f of xy should be a homogeneous function of degree 0. A degree 0 means it should be like this. Suppose a function is said to be a homogeneous, we came to know the function is a homogeneous function, means then how we are solving this homogeneous differential equation. Let us see that one. So dy by dx, it is equal to f of x comma y. So I am considering the first thing, that is what, when it is of degree 0 means what happens, x power 0 into g of y by x. So it is going to become g of y by x. So dy by dx is equal to f of x comma y, and that f of x comma y is equal to g of y by x. So after getting this one, when we get this one, then it is a homogeneous function or a homogeneous differential equation. Now how we are going to solve this one? What is their variable in the numerator? We are doing a substitution. What is that substitution? We are taking y is equal to v into x. So I am talking about the steps, guys. Steps how we are solving the homogeneous differential equation. So first thing what we are doing is substituting y is equal to v into x. After substituting y is equal to v into x, I am differentiating this one. I am differentiating this one with respect to x. Okay, so what happens when I differentiated this one with respect to x? Dy by dx is equal to first function differentiation of the second function, it is 1, plus second function differentiation of the first function is dv by dx. So this is the second step, that is we have differentiated the substituted, what we have substituted, we have differentiated that one with respect to x. Now I am calling this one as equation 2 and this one as equation 1. In the equation 1 you can see dy by dx is equal to what? You are going to see dy by dx is equal to g of y by x. Okay. In the equation 2 you can see dy by dx is equal to v plus x into dv by dx. From equation 1 and equation 2 I can write as v plus x into dv by dx is equal to g of y by x. Since I have done the substitution here, y by x is nothing but what? It is v. So what happens? V plus x into dv by dx is equal to g of v. Okay, this one I have done from 1 and 2. So this is our third step. After that we have substituted y by x is equal to v. After that one I am moving this v towards the RHS. What happens? X into dv by dx is equal to g of v minus v. Okay, now separate the variable. Separate the variable. Then our as usual method, variable separable method. So what happens by separating the variable? dv by g of v minus v is equal to dx by x. Since variables are separated, now integrate on both the side. So after integrating you are going to get the solution, that is a general solution you are going to get after integrating both the side. So whatever the general solution you are going to get, for that general solution finally you are going to resubstitute back the value of v, that is v by x, y by x. You should resubstitute back because here in the beginning you have substituted y is equal to v into x, that is v is equal to y by x. You should resubstitute back the value of v as equal to y by x. Then what the solution you are going to get after resubstituting back the value of v, that is going to be the solution of a given homogeneous differential equation. So I am briefing it again how we are going to solve the homogeneous differential equation. So the homogeneous differential equation, whether the given equation is of a homogeneous differential equation, you are going to check it first. After checking, after you are confirmed whether the given question or equation is a homogeneous differential equation, then you know that dy by dx is equal to f of x comma y, that is equal to g of y by x. So you are going to call this one as equation 1, and since we are talking about dy by dx, whatever the variable in the numerator, we are going to take that one as y is equal to v into x. After substituting y is equal to v into x, we are differentiating with respect to x. After differentiating with respect to x, what we are doing here is You can see comparing the equation 1 and equation 2. Here dy by dx is equal to g of y by x, and here dy by dx is equal to v plus x into dv by dx. So comparing 1 and 2, I can write dy by dx is equal to v plus x into dv by dx is equal to g of y by x. So y by x is nothing but our v from this substitution. So I am substituting that one here. After that, I am separating, moving this v towards the RHS. So I am going to get like this. After that, I am doing separating the variables. Since variables are separated, I am integrating on both the side and getting the primitive solution, that is a general solution regarding the given equation, and we are going to get the general solution. After getting the general solution, we should remember this one. We should resubstitute back the value of v, that is equal to y by x, and you should get the general solution. So this is how we are going to solve the homogeneous differential equation. So as I said, here we have considered dy by dx is equal to f of x comma y is equal to x power 0 into g of y by x, to say that it is a homogeneous differential equation of order 0. Suppose if the function f of x comma y is equal to y power 0 h of x by y, if it is of this form, means then also the given function is a homogeneous differential equation, homogeneous function of order 0. Okay, so not order, sorry, of degree 0. Okay, so at that time how we are going to write? Here we have taken, since it was y by x, I have taken dy by dx. Since here we are having x by y, I can't take dy by dx. Here we are taking dx by dy. Remember guys, when it is of this form, we are differentiating the variable x or a function with respect to y. So dx by dy is equal to h of x comma y, and then we are proceeding. So here what we are substituting? We are substituting here x is equal to y into v, and then we are differentiating this one with respect to y. So what happens? Dx by dy is equal to, so first v into first differentiation of y with respect to y, it is 1, plus y into differentiation of v with respect to y, it is like this. So comparing this one, equation 1 and equation 2, we are going to write v plus y into dv by dy is equal to h of x comma y, x by y. So x by y, it is nothing but v, so h of v. After that, moving this v towards the RHS, we are going to get y into dv by dy is equal to h of v minus v, and variable separable method. So what happens? dv by h of v minus v is equal to dy by y. Variables are separated, integrating on both the side. After integrating, you are going to get the solution, that is a general solution. The general solution you are going to get? You should resubstitute back the value of v is equal to x by y. So remember, when you are going to substitute in this format, how you are going to write this our LHS, and when you are going to take it is in this format, and what you are going to write in the LHS. Remember that one, dy by dx, and here it was dx by dy. So remember this one. This matters a lot while solving a homogeneous differential equation. Suppose if you are doing like this, your RHS part is all correct, but you have written here dy by dx, means then it is wrong. It is just like a mug-upping part. You have to understand the question before solving. So understand this one and then proceed. So this is regarding how we are solving a homogeneous differential equation. So please pause the video, understand the steps how we are going to solve the homogeneous differential equation before proceeding. Then proceed to the next part. Now let us see how we are going to solve the homogeneous differential equation questions. So here is the one example, that is, show that the differential equation x minus y into dy by dx is equal to x plus 2y is a homogeneous, and solve it. So first thing, we need to show that this differential equation is a homogeneous. So how we are going to show whether this differential equation is homogeneous or not? So we are learned two methods, method 1 and method 2. To either method which you peoples are convenient, you can go with that method and say that the given function is homogeneous function or not. So first let us express that function in the form of dy by dx is equal to f of x comma y. So I can write dy by dx is equal to x plus 2y divided by x minus 5. Now this is in the form of dy by dx is equal to f of x comma y. To show the given function is homogeneous function or not, I should check whether f of x comma y it is a homogeneous function of a degree 0. We should check whether this function f of x comma y it is a homogeneous function of degree 0. I should check. So I am checking first with method 1 for you people to understand. For this one I am doing with both method 1 and 2. So as per your convenience, in the later exercises you can go with your convenience. So that's why. So what is that? F of x comma y is equal to x plus 2y divided by x minus y. So through method 1 what I am taking f of lambda x comma lambda y. So what happens? Lambda x plus lambda 2 lambda y divided by lambda x minus lambda y. So both from numerator I can take lambda common outside, both from numerator and denominator. What happens? Lambda get cancelled, so it is nothing but lambda to the power 0 x plus 2y divided by x minus y. It is nothing but f of x comma y. So clearly it is a homogeneous function of degree 0 So it is a homogeneous differential equation of degree 0. So this one I have checked or showed that through the method 1. So through the method 2 means how you are going to do? Through the method 2 means what is that? Dy by dx is equal to x plus 2y divided by x minus y. So I should express dy by dx is equal to what? X to the power 0 into g of y by x, or either y to the power 0 into h of x by y. So let us check with the first thing. So what I am doing here is I am taking here first what is that? X common outside from both numerator and denominator. So when I take x common outside from both numerator and denominator, what happens? 1 plus 2 of y by x divided by 1 minus y by x. So x get cancelled, so I can express this one as x to the power 0 into g of y by x. So it is clearly the homogeneous differential equation of degree 0. So this is how we are going to check whether the given function is a homogeneous or not through either method 1 or method 2. So as per your convenience you can go with it. Either you can choose method 1 or you can choose method 2. So after checking whether the given function is homogeneous and you have proved that the given function is homogeneous, then they are said solve it. Not only this one, we need to solve this one. So how to solve? I have explained already how we are solving this homogeneous differential equation. Now let us see practically how we are going to solve this homogeneous differential equation. So please pause the video and note it down and then proceed to the next part. So after proving the given differential equation has a homogeneous differential equation, what was our first step? We are used to do the substitution. So what I am doing substitution here is y is equal to v into x. After substituting what? We are differentiating with respect to x. So what happens? Dy by dx is equal to first function differentiation of x with respect to x, it is 1, plus x into differentiation of v with respect to x is this one. So now you can see here dy by dx is equal to x plus 2y divided by x minus y, and here you can see dy by dx is equal to what? V plus x into dv by dx. So x plus 2y divided by x minus y, how you have expressed it is in the form of g of y by x form by taking x common outside from both numerator and denominator. How was that equation? 1 plus 2 of y by x divided by 1 minus y by x. So this was our representation and this is our dy by dx where x and x get cancelled. So now from this equation 1 and equation 2 you can see dy by dx both the side. So you can write v plus x into dv by dx is equal to what? 1 plus 2 of y by x. Y by x I can write it as v. So 1 plus 2v divided by 1 minus v. Move this v towards the RHS. So what you are going to get, x into dv by dx is equal to 1 plus 2v divided by 1 minus v minus v. So you have got this one. Take the LCM before proceeding. So what will be going to become LCM? 1 plus 2v minus v into 1 minus v divided by 1 minus v. So upon solving this one, 1 plus 2v minus v, minus into minus plus v square. So v square plus v plus 1 divided by 1 minus v. So it is going to become x into dv by dx is equal to v square plus v plus 1 divided by 1 minus v. Now separate the variables. So what you are going to get, d, that is 1 minus v divided by v square plus v plus 1 into dv is equal to dx by x. So here I am taking minus outside. Why? Because since we are having minus, wherever we are going to integrate, we are going to carry the differentiation minus 1. So I am going to make what? V minus 1 divided by v square plus v plus 1 into dv. I am moving that minus towards the RHS so that dx by x, it will be very convenient for us to solve further. So now in this stage I am integrating on both the side. So upon integrating on both the side towards the LHS, we are going to get minus log mod x and plus c, whatever the integration constant I am going to take here. Towards the LHS, we are having v minus 1 divided by v square plus v plus 1. We need to substitute this one. So what I am doing here is, to the numerator, first I am multiplying and dividing by 2. So what happens? 1 by 2 into 2v minus 2 divided by v square plus v plus 1 into dv. So that now I am writing this minus 2 as what? 2v plus 1 minus 3. Plus 1 minus 3 is also minus 2. So I have written like that. Why I am writing like this means you will come to know by looking it now itself. So you can see here this one is equal to minus log mod x plus c. Okay, so now you can see if I split the numerator here, what happens? 1 by 2, it is going to belong to both the term also. So 1 by 2 into 2v plus 1 divided by, so how I am splitting means like this. Okay, v square plus v plus 1 minus 3 by 2 integration 1 divided by v square plus v plus 1 is equal to minus log mod x plus c. Here you can see or observe clearly the numerator, it is a derivative of the denominator, that is it is in the form of f dash of x divided by f of x. Suppose if it is in this form means what I said, it is equal to log of mod f of x, that is mod of v square plus v plus 1. This part we have simplified directly, that too in the very simple manner by mere simplification or by adjusting few numbers here. Now the part is we need to solve this one. So how to solve this one? We have already deal in the integration part how we are going to solve these type of question. So first part what I am doing is v square plus v plus 1, completing the square process. So v square plus v, so plus 1 by 2 whole square minus 1 by 2 whole square plus 1. So this will be the completion of square. How you are going to do? You are equating v to 2bv. v get cancelled. Value of b is 1 by 2. So we should get b square here. So this is nothing but v plus 1 by 2 whole square here minus 1 by 4 plus 1. It is nothing but 3 by 4 minus 3 by 4. So what happens now? This one is nothing but minus 3 by 2 integration of 1 divided by v plus 1 by 2 whole square minus root 3 by 2 whole square is equal to minus log mod x plus c. Now you can see here this one clearly, it is in which format? It is in this format, that is integration of 1 divided by x square. Sorry, here we are having plus sign, not minus sign. Yes, we are having here, yes, because 1 by 4 plus 1, it is what? Plus 3 by 4, not minus 3 by 4. So plus 3 by 4. It is in the format of integration of 1 by x square plus a square. What is integration of 1 by x square plus a square? It is 1 by a tan inverse of x by a. Here in place of x what we are having? V plus 1 by 2. Okay, in place of a we are having root 3 by 2. Substitute that one here. So what we are going to get? So we are going to get 1 by 2 log of mod v square plus v plus 1 minus 3 by 2. 1 by a. 1 by a is what here? A is root 3 by 2. So 1 by root 3 by 2 I can write it as 2 into root 3. Okay, tan inverse of x by a. What is x here? X is v plus 1 by 2. I can write it as 2v plus 1 by 2. So what happens? 2v plus 1 by 2 x by a. What is a here? Our a is root 3 by 2. 2 get cancelled. So tan inverse of 2v plus 1 divided by root 3, which is equal to this one itself, minus log of mod x plus c. Now here you can see root 2 get cancels. Here root 3, here you are going to get root 3. So what you are going to get finally? 1 by 2 log of mod v square plus v plus 1 minus root 3 tan inverse of 2v plus 1 divided by root 3 is equal to minus log mod x plus c. So moving this minus log mod x towards the LHS and moving this minus part towards the RHS, we are going to get a positive sign here. So what happens? 1 by 2 log of mod v square plus v plus 1 plus log of mod x is equal to root 3 tan inverse of 2v plus 1 divided by root 3 plus c. So this is the general solution what we have got for the homogeneous differential equation. But we are not at all going to stop here. We should resubstitute back the value of v, that is equal to y by x. So let us substitute value of v is equal to y by x to this general solution. So what happens when we are substituting v is equal to 1 by x? Observe clearly, you should be very careful while solving this one. 1 by 2 log mod of y square divided by x square plus y by x plus 1 plus 1 by 2 log of x square is equal to root 3 tan inverse of 2 y by x plus 1 divided by root 3 plus c. So now here what happens in the LHS? 1 by 2 is common, take outside 1 by 2. Log m plus log n format is there. So log m plus log n is log m into n. So what happens? Log of mod y square by x square plus y by x plus 1 into x square, okay, is equal to root 3 tan inverse of, take the LCM, 2y plus x divided by root 3x plus c. Now here what happens? Multiply this x square inside. What happens? Y square get cancels. Y square plus here x into y plus x square is equal to root 3. Move this, okay, we can continue to the next step. Tan inverse of 2y plus x divided by root 3x plus c. Move this 2 towards the RHS. So finally what we are going to get? Log of mod x square plus xy plus y square is equal to 2 root 3 tan inverse of x plus 2y divided by root 3x. So when moving this 2 towards the RHS, that 2 is multiplied to both this term as well as this term. So it becomes 2c. 2c I am writing it as c itself. So this is the general solution of a given homogeneous differential equation, and this is how we are going to solve the homogeneous differential equation. So this is one of the example how you peoples are going to solve. So I have given one of the example for you people. So the next question you can see here is what? Again same, the show that the differential equation, it is x cos of y by x into dy by dx is equal to y into cos of y by x plus x is a homogeneous and we need to solve it. Okay. Here one thing you people should note down is what means along with the exponential function, trigonometric function, inverse trigonometric function, logarithmic function, along with these four functions, suppose if the variable, if it is in the form of y by x form, means then we are going to proceed it in that format only. Suppose along with this function, if it is in the form of x by y, means we are going to proceed it in that form only. Here you can see it is in the form of y by x, so I can show that this is in the homogeneous form, like how f of x comma y is equal to x naught g of y by x. Suppose it was in the form of x by y, means we are going to show y naught h of x by y format. So how it is there, we are going to write it, we are proceeding in that manner only, because we cannot change in the angles or the antilogs regarding this y by x or x by y when it is combined with exponential, trigonometric, inverse trigonometric or logarithmic function. So that's why I have made one note here, so you people should not going to get confused while solving like this type of question. Here is a question that is x cos of y by x into dy by dx is equal to y cos of y by x plus x. Okay, first thing we need to show this is a homogeneous. So first let us express it is in the form of dy by dx is equal to f of x comma y. So what happens, y into cos of y by x plus x divided by x into cos of y by x. So either you can go with method 1 or method 2 to check whether this is a homogeneous or not. So I prefer method 1. So our f of x comma y is y cos of y by x plus x divided by x into cos of y by x. So f of lambda x comma lambda y, what happens, lambda y cos of lambda y divided by lambda x plus lambda x divided by lambda x into cos of lambda y divided by lambda x. Lambda get cancels, here also lambda get cancels. From the numerator, if you take lambda common outside, y cos of y by x plus x divided by lambda x cos of y by x. Here lambda get cancelled, so it is clearly lambda to the power 0 into f of x comma y. So it is a homogeneous differential equation. Now we are proceeding, since it is in the form of y by x, so I am proceeding it in that form only. So I am substituting y is equal to v into x and differentiating with respect to x. Dy by dx is equal to v into v plus x into dv by dx. So the given function, what was that, f of x comma y, f of x comma y is, it is in this format. So I need to express this one in the form of what, y by x, that is g of y by x format. So how can I express that one? By taking x common outside, what happens, y by x into cos of y by x plus 1 divided by, when I take x common outside, here x is there, it get cancels, cos of y by x itself. So what happens, this one is also our dy by dx, this one is also our dy by dx. So v plus x into dv by dx is equal to y by x. Y by x is nothing but what, when I have taken y by x, it is nothing but v cos of v plus 1 divided by cos v. So moving this v towards the RHS, so what we are going to get, v cos v plus 1 divided by cos v minus v. Take the LCM. So what you are going to get by taking the LCM, v cos v plus 1 minus v cos v divided by cos v. V cos v get cancels. X into dv by dx is equal to 1 by cos v, variable separable. So cos v into dv is equal to dx by x. Integrate on both the side. What is the integration of cos v? It is sin v. what is the integration of this one? That is log mod x plus log mod c. I am going to take here, substitute back, v is equal to y by x. So what we are going to get? Sine of y by x is equal to log mod x plus log mod c. So I can write sine of y by x is equal to log of mod cx. So this is going to become the general solution of a given homogeneous differential equation. So this is how we are going to solve the homogeneous differential equation. I have solved the two questions from your examples to understand you people clearly. Suppose if you have any doubts regarding the solution part of a homogeneous differential equation, you can ask me at any time. So if you are feeling it's a bit difficulty, you will going to become it clear while we are going to solve the exercise 9.5 based upon this one. So all the confusion part, you are whatever you are having, that is going to get cleared when you are going to solve this part. So that is regarding this today's video. Suppose if you have any doubts regarding the today's class, means you can ask me at any time. That's all students. Thank you.